Hello, hello. My name is Sagar Waghela, and this video is about my project, what I have done in my third year. So before going for the project demonstration, I would like to give a small intro about my project. So I have created a sentimental analysis tool, which is going to predict whether the given data is positive or negative. Okay. So moving forward, let's start with the project demonstration. So as we can see, I have for my project I have used Python and some packages, Python packages. So all these are the packages which I have used. I have imported those packages for my model building and training. The second part is data, reading the data. So I've imported the data. I've imported the data using pd.read CSV. So the data was in form of CSV. Now I have imported my data in Jupyter Notebook. So I have used this pd.read CSV. So this is the data. As we can see, it has two parts. One is message part, second is label part. Now the message is the whole text data, and the label part is nothing but it corresponds that whether the particular text data, whether this message particular text data is positive or negative. So if it is a one means it is a negative post. If it's zero, if it is a zero corresponds zero, so it means that it is a positive data. Okay. So moving forward, so after importing my data, I have defined a function called as simple split function. So this function is going to divide my data into two parts. One is training part and second is testing part. For training the model, data I am going to use, one part of the data I am going to use for training purpose, and second part of the data I am going to use for testing purpose. So for this purpose I have used the simple split function, and this is, here we can see, this is going to, here we have divided our data into two parts. One is training and one is testing. So after this I have also imported count vectorizer. Now what is count vectorizer? Count vectorizer is nothing but it is going to create the vocabulary of the data. So this is, I have a messages with me. This is the text data. So before training my model, I need to chop the data into vocabulary. So I have to create this vocabulary. In order to create the vocabulary, I have used count vectorizer, and so as we can see, yes, moving forward, this is the vocabulary I have created. So I have used vect.vocabulary. Using this, I have divided my data into whole vocabulary. So moving forward, so I have created next part is three models I have created. The three major models I have created is, first model is logistic regression, second is random forest, third is naive Bayes. This three model I have used. I have trained this model and tested this model. So as we can see, this is the logistic regression model. I have created this model initially, and secondly I have trained the model. I have trained with my data which I have divided earlier. I have done some accuracy test. What is the accuracy the model is giving? The second model is naive Bayes. Again, same thing I have done here. I have created the model and I have trained the model, and I have tested the accuracy of the model. The third model is random forest classifier. This model, I have, again the same thing I have done. I have created the model and I have trained the model over here. So the next part is testing my model. So in this part I have tested my model. So as we can see, there is a variable called as message. So in this message variable I have stored a string. Any string we can store. So this message is going to we are going to give to our model, and model is going to predict whether the given statement is positive or negative. As we can see, here there is a, already we have taken a message. The message says, I was happy until yesterday, now I am depressed. So I have already given the data, I have given the text, and this text is taken by the model. So and it is going to predict. So below are the predictions which are given by the three models: logistic regression, random forest, and naive Bayes. These are the predictions of the three models. So this is the first part of my project. So next part of the project is about statistical analysis. I have done a small statistical analysis on my data. So this is the data which I have taken. These are the before importing it. I have imported some libraries, some like matplotlib to visualization purpose. So I have imported my data over here. As we can see, it has two things: one is label and one is age. So as we can see, I have first visualization part is about using k nearest neighbor. I have used a k nearest neighbor algorithm to get this graph. Third part is bar graph. I have given the second part is given the bar graph, and third I have used scatter plot. These three plots I have created. It is a small statistical analysis I have done. So the next part, the third part, is the major and the important part. So in the third part, I have created my model. After creating the model, I have deployed my model. Into Heroku using Flask. So this is, let's see how the code. Let's see the code. So once we came into Spider, here we have 4 files. One is model.py, second is index.html, third is myapp.py, and fourth is requirement.txt. Let's start with model.py. Here is the code which we have seen in Jupyter Notebook. The same code we have written over here, which we have written in Jupyter Notebook for model training and model testing. The second part is index.html. Now when I'm going to create the Flask app, so before creating a Flask app, I need a index.html file, the HTML file which is going to be rendered by the Flask app in order to show the result on the net. So this is the Flask app which I have created, my app. This is the Flask app which I have created. This is the whole code of the Flask app. This is the whole code. This is the Flask app. So I have used a method called as post. Once the person is going, when the person is going to hit this button on index.html, I have 3 fields. First is input field, second is model selection field. So I have given 3 models. So from this 3 model, you have to select one model, that is logistic regression, naive Bayes, or random forest. After selecting this 3 model, you have to submit After submitting, the Flask is going to render this index.html file and take that particular data and going to predict and show the result on index file. Okay, so this was about my third part. So before for deploying purpose, I have also created a file called as requirement.txt. Now in requirement.txt, I have written down all the libraries which I have used in my project. So this is requirement.txt. So let's see how the app is going to work. I'm going into my Anaconda prompt to run the app. So we are into our Anaconda prompt. Now let me go into the directory where my app.py is. So the directory is this. So now we are inside the path. where my app is located, my app.py is located. So I have used a command called as python myapp.py. This is the command I have used to initiate or to run my app on my local host. So this is the port number on which my app is running right now. So I'm going to copy and paste it in my local server browser. So yes, it is we can see it is written over here, sentimental analysis tool by Sagar Waghela. So now as we can see, we have three things over here. One is text field, second is three model, drop down with three models. So we can select any of the three model we want, and we have to submit. Once we click on submit button, we'll get the result over here. So let's see the demo. So I'm going to select this text, I was happy until yesterday, and I'm going to select a model, let's say random forest. I'm going to submit. So once I submit, so I'm getting the predictions over here. If I select logistic regression, submit, so it is going to predict, logistic regression is going to predict whether it is a positive or negative. Same with knife base, selecting the data and submitting. So again, knife base is predicting whether the data is positive or a negative. So this was about my app, and this was the major update. After showing the project, this was the major update I have done in my project. So this it was on my local host. Now I have deployed the same thing on platform called as Heroku. So Heroku is nothing but platform as a service. So as we can see, this is Heroku. This is Heroku. So for uploading this thing, for deploying this whole project on Heroku, first we need to deploy the files. So first we need to upload the files on GitHub. So I have created a GitHub repository. I have created the GitHub repository called as Flask app. So in this Flask app, I have uploaded all the files which I have in my Spider IDE, which are mentioned, that is requirement.txt, my app.py, index.html, model.py. This all files I have uploaded in GitHub, in my GitHub repository. As we can see, this is the GitHub repository, Flask app. I have uploaded all the files. I have uploaded the files. As we can see, I have uploaded the files. After uploading the file, I have deployed it on Heroku. After uploading the file, I have deployed it on Heroku. So this is the Heroku app. So this is the Heroku app. Heroku. I have uploaded the app over here. So this is my app. This is my app. Once we click over here, so I've uploaded this thing over here. Deployed model, built successfully. So this is I have uploaded. So after uploading, once I have uploaded on Heroku platform, I get a link. I get the link called as Senti. I got this link called as Senti Analysis api.heroku.com. So this is as we can hit on this, so it is now on cloud platform. The same thing which was on my local host, now it is on cloud platform. Like I have deployed it on Heroku. This is on Heroku. So the Heroku, this is the link for the Heroku app, and once we click, we get the same thing. We have to select the model, and we have to submit. Once we submit, we get the result over here. So that's all about my project. Thank you.